Something good is gonna come out of this, deep divers. Like, you didn't come all of this way just to go back home. Like, you didn't go through all of this experience, deep divers, lockdown, quarantine, COVID-19, forced vaccinations. No, you didn't go through all of this to be the same person afterwards. No, because after this, deep divers, you are going to be stronger than ever. And you are going to look better than ever. Ooh, look at you go, deep divers. Can you feel the great shift coming? I can feel it. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are out here in nature, baby. Another glorious, gorgeous day, deep divers. Like, the universe keeps blessing us, deep divers. Like, birds are making love up there. We got the cat down the road over there. I'm just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. The great shift is coming, deep divers. Can you feel it? Because I can feel it. Something epic is about to happen on planet Earth. Matter of fact, it's already happening. You don't want to miss this, deep divers. You do not want to miss this. Someone sent me a message, a long message. They're like, Ralph, thank you for inspiring me. Can you talk about the great shift that's happening on the planet because of this lockdown? Like, I truly feel there is a great shift happening. Oh, I'm going to talk about it, deep divers. We got a whole lot to talk about. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? So wonderful, deep divers. Yes, indeed. There is a great shift that's coming. For the chosen ones, it's already here. Something epic is about to happen. You don't want to miss it. Now, I liken what is going on the planet right now. Lockdown, masks, quarantine, COVID-19, vaccinations. I liken it to, oh yeah, stay at home. I'm not at home, deep divers. I'm in nature. I liken it to a train being derailed. The train that humanity was on, it was actually heading for a cliff. And it got derailed, thank goodness. But wait a minute, deep divers. You remember those films back in the day? The train just stops right at the edge of the cliff. It's about to fall off, but it's hanging there. That's what happened. And some people are like, oh my gosh. Phew, that was close. Then they're like, wait a minute, we're right at the edge. Okay, then they come out of the train, deep divers. They look around, they're like, oh my gosh. It's so quiet, so silent. They can hear the birds singing. What else, Ralph? The air is pure and clean. They can, woo, breathe in that good ass prana, baby. What else, Ralph? Everything has come to a standstill. What else, Ralph? For the first time, it feels like they can actually hear themselves. What else, Ralph? They know nothing is going to be the same again. Okay, that's what's happened, deep divers. This grinding halt is actually the catalyst to the Great Awakening. This grinding halt is actually the catalyst to the great shift that's happening on the planet. What is the great shift all about? It is about people waking up from the deep sleep, waking up from the amnesia, and remembering who they really are as spiritual beings having a human experience. You see, deep divers, I want to remind you, this is actually a blessing in disguise. What's happening on the planet? Because it is the global reset button that had to be pushed. So many people were just human doings before this whole pandemic, or as I call it, Great Panic. A lot of people were just waking up and doing the same thing every single day. Now people have to question everything to say, oh my gosh, what kind of life was I living before? I liken it to, deep divers, the morning after. A heavy night of binge drinking. You're hungover. Look at you. Take some water. Actually, drink some milk. Almond milk. Okay? I liken it to, deep divers, because the morning after you're like, oh my gosh, what did I do? Where was I? What happened? Yeah, that's the state of the planet right now. And this is the catalyst for the great shift. I liken it to, deep divers, you being in a nightclub and the DJ stops the music. He cuts the music, deep divers, and you're like, oh my gosh, the music just stopped. And he's like, you got to get out. And you're like, oh my gosh, you get out and it's really cold outside. Yeah, this is what the great shift is all about, because the great shift is actually the great awakening. Because the plug has been pulled on humanity, humanity has no choice but to start asking big questions like, what on earth is going on? Because people's lives have changed drastically, dramatically. Something epic is happening on planet Earth. What is happening? People are having more self-reflection, more introspection. People are starting to realize that they aren't who society told them they were. They are so much more. This is what the great shift is all about. It's the moving from 3D into 5D. What? Slow motion this side. The great shift is all about leaving fear behind and entering the love vibration. And that's what's happening on the planet right now. I'm getting thousands of messages every single day, deep divers, from people who are saying that, Ralph, this whole pandemic, this whole great panic really awakened me to a new level of consciousness. I have a new level of awareness, Ralph. It's like I've been born again. It's like I really know what's going on right now, Ralph, and I don't trust the media. I trust myself, because what's going on is my inner metamorphosis, Ralph. I'm becoming a new being. And this had to happen for me to wake up to the truth of who I really am. Oh, baby. Okay. The great shift is coming, deep divers. Something epic is happening on planet Earth. You don't want to miss it. The cat down the road has got his popcorn. What else is happening? You see, these slogans, stay at home. No, deep divers, the esoteric sense of that and the metaphor and the symbolism of staying at home is that you have to go on the journey within. You have to realize that everything out there is a lie, deep divers. Everything in here is the truth. And when I look at the state of the world, yes, a lot of people are afraid, wearing a mask, which is symbolic of you taking away your freedom of speech, which is symbolic of them telling you that you don't have a say in this, which is symbolic of you losing your smile. Okay? Now, there are other people who are seeing through the lies, the deception, who are more free now than ever, because for the first time, well, actually the second time, they have a great confirmation from the universe that they were right all along. They are starting to realize that, hey, I was already unplugging from the matrix, and I was right all along that this system is over with. It's a system failure. That's what the apocalypse is all about. It's a lifting of the veil. Now we are seeing things for what they actually are. People are saying all around the world, we ain't having it. We're not having the forced vaccinations, Mr. Bill Gates. We're not having the ID 2020. We're not having the HR 6666, which gives them the permission, to come into your home and ask, hey, if you have you got COVID-19, and then just evict you from your home. No, we ain't having it. So this is what the great shift is all about. A lot of people are realizing that this whole virus is a man-made virus. I predicted this whole pandemic or great panic in 2019. I said in 2020, there is going to be something bigger than 9/11. And what happened? I was right. What? Slow motion this side. This is the great shift the ancients were talking about. Now, a lot of people have to face themselves. You see, the lifestyle a lot of people were living before this whole lockdown, people were just doing what they've always done and getting the same results. Now, because clubs are closed, okay, people are like, oh my gosh, I can't just drink alcohol all day in the club. I gotta face myself. I gotta face my demons. I gotta get to know me. I gotta do the shadow work. And that's what's happening. Everything that's happening right now on the planet is exposing humanity's shadow. It's the collective shadow. Because nature is chilling. Remind yourself. Can you hear those birds, deep divers? They're happy. Why? Because the air is so clean. People are just, woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. The air is so clean. Birds are happy. Nature is happy because nature is replenishing itself. Nature is replenishing itself. Not only that, like, there is so much space right now, okay? Roads are empty. No traffic. So, this is what the great shift is all about, to say, actually, the way we were living before, deep divers, we were destroying the rainforest. We were destroying the whole planet, that now the brakes got pushed. And what happened? We came to a grinding halt, an awakening to say, actually, the way we were living before was not the right way. And we all have to live better right now on the planet. What? Slow motion this side. This is what the great shift is all about. It's about all of us realizing that after this whole ordeal, we are about to become better. We are about to live our best lives. We are about to awaken to the truth of who we really are, the truth they have been hiding from us. The cabal want you to believe that you are powerless. You are a victim. No, deep divers, we are co-creators of our own reality, and we do not have to feed into their fear. We can choose love. We can make this world anything we want because we are the world. Deep divers, the great shift is coming. It's already here for the cat down the road. Something epic is happening on planet Earth. You don't want to miss it. What is happening, deep divers? Everything is shut down. Businesses are closed. Everything is on lockdown. What does this symbolize? It symbolizes the end of the world as we know it. And it symbolizes the end of the Matrix. It is an opportunity for all of us to realize this is not the end. This is nothing more than a whole new beginning. What? Slow motion this side. The great shift is coming, deep divers. 7-day vegan challenge. Like, the amount of people who are like, Ralph, I can't order food. I can't go to the restaurant. Now I got to make my own food. This is all part of the great shift. 7-day vegan challenge. I've been a vegan for 15 years, deep divers. And I've always been making my own food, preparing my own plant-based foods. And because of this, I look 15. Oh, thank you, deep divers. You're far too kind. A lot of people right now have been messaging me. They're like, Ralph, I want to eat better right now. I want to start boosting my immune system. I want to wake up with a whole bunch of grapes in my mouth like you do. So because people have been forced to stay at home, now people have to learn how to make their own meals, okay? And deep divers, I always say, there is nothing like preparing your own organic food at home. There is nothing like even growing your own foods, okay? That's what I'm getting into. This is what the great shift is all about. We're now realizing we cannot depend on the supermarket. We can't depend on them because once again, all they have is toilet roll and pasta. Wait a minute. They haven't even got that because it got sold out, deep divers. The great shift is here, deep divers. Can you feel it? I can feel it. You see, with everything going on right now, they are censoring people. Okay? They are censoring information on these social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube. Now, this has actually backfired. Why? Because people are starting to realize there is more of us than them. And people are starting to realize their true worth. Joe Rogan just signed a $100 million deal with Spotify. A lot of deep divers were like, Ralph, did Spotify call you? Well, deep divers, you know, I might be leaving YouTube. Oh yes, deep divers, I'm so serious. Because it's not just about YouTube. I love YouTube, but we all have the right to express ourselves as we choose. And this is what the great shift is all about. So many people are becoming the lion they truly are instead of the sheep. And they are starting to realize that we have to protect our freedom of speech. Like I said with my good friend Till, when we did the whole live stream, that we are actually in the process of creating our own freedom app network where people can do whatever they want. If you want to do a little samba, you can do that. If you want to say whatever you want, you can say that, because we are realizing that we can't ban people's opinions. We can't ban free speech. This is a birthright to each and every one of us. That's why the great shift is here. A lot of people are questioning the official story. They're realizing it's a whole load of BS. That's why they want to silence you. That's why they want you to keep quiet, because they're afraid of you, deep divers. That's why they call you a conspiracy theorist, because that's just to silence the truth. But you're not a conspiracy theorist. You're the smart one, because you're realizing that it's just not adding up. You see, deep divers, the great shift is here. Why? And it's coming for those people over there. Why? Because deep divers, those celebrities that so many of us used to worship back in the day, like we were infatuated with these celebrities. Oh my gosh, look at them on Instagram. No, now people are realizing that the true stars are us. We are literally made of stardust, deep divers. We are the real stars. And people are no longer externalizing their power. People are taking back their power. People are starting to realize that the government actually means governmental. We have to become a sovereign nation within ourselves. What? Slow motion this side. This is what the great shift is all about. People are taking back the power from institutions, religions, from the government, from all of these external forces which have been sucking our energy, draining our energy. For the first time, a lot of people are saying, I've got the power. And this is what the great shift is all about, deep divers. Can you feel it? I can feel it. I'm happier right now than ever, deep divers. I'm happier right now than ever. Why? Because I know my true power. Why? Because I know that we are more powerful than them. You see, they're afraid of a few people on YouTube. That's why they had to ban them. And it just shows that we're doing something right, deep divers. It just shows that we are the blood of the system. We are the blood of the system. You see, without us, they can't thrive. And without them, deep divers, we thrive. Okay? Without us, they die. We are their life support machine. What? Slow motion this side. Each one of us, nurses, post office workers, your everyday person is the power. You are the power. And this is what the great shift is all about. We are the mitochondria of the system. We are the powerhouse of the system. You see, without us, there is no world. We are the world. This is what the great shift is all about. A lot of people had their trust in the matrix before, not anymore. A lot of people are realizing this entire system is built on a house of cards. A lot of people are realizing what's happening on the planet. They're realizing that the cabal are not as powerful as they thought. Just like in The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy went behind the curtain and it was just some old bloke, overweight, controlling everything. But he didn't have any real power. The power was with Dorothy all along, and this is what the great shift is all about. We're starting to realize this whole thing is a joke. It's a whole joke, deep divers. And the great shift, which is coming, is that a lot of people aren't gonna externalize their power. A lot of people are gonna start to realize that, hey, what on earth was I thinking about just giving all of my energy to this system? This system doesn't love you. Just like MJ said, all I really want to say is they don't really care about us. They don't give a fuck about you, deep divers. So it's all on us. We are all we have. And unity is the only thing that's going to get us through this. Unity is the only thing that's going to turn this thing around. That's what the great shift is all about. When you realize that, hey, those celebrities, they're just like us. They take a dump too, deep divers. So no more worshipping celebrities. You got to hold those people accountable to say, actually, you have a platform. You have access to millions of minds. So what are you doing to help raise the frequency and vibration? Because deep divers, for a long time, the cabal paid celebrities to dumb down the masses, to dumb down people. Now, a lot of people for the first time are starting to realize that, oh, I get it. You see, a lot of these celebrities aren't saying anything. They're not doing anything. And what's happening? People are starting to realize that these celebrities are just puppets of the elite. These celebrities aren't there to free you. They are there to help enslave you. And now people are starting to realize that we are the stars. We are the all-stars, deep divers. We are the real stars. We are the ones we are waiting for. This is what the great shift is all about, and it's coming on the planet. You are going to see so many people who are going to feel so empowered. They're not going to need the system, because all we need is one another, deep divers. And that's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Beautiful, deep divers. I'm just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking the wonderful good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes. Got a question for me, deep divers? Add me on the verified Instagram at official Ralph Smart and Facebook at Ralph Smart. And if you are a sexy ass model, who can feel the shift too, who wants to model the Infinite Waters clothing, add me on the verified Instagram page at official Ralph Smart. Check out the new book, Deep Divers, for more inspiring information like this. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. The great shift is coming. the great shift is already here, because we are changing from that caterpillar into that butterfly. Oh yes. Peace.